Welcome to another video. I'm coming here to this old town that's got some historical stuff here, the original families that the town's named after, and this right here looks like there used to be a house. I'm walking up the sidewalk and it opens up here to this what used to be a house or something, kind of structure. And then this here is one of the old cabins where a family used to live. Over here, I'll come back around. There's got pictures of the family. It says the American Chuck Wagon Association. Purpose was to preserve the history of the West and the importance of the chuck wagon to the cattle drives and ranching industry of Texas because of the American Chuck Wagon Association and the historical influence of the chuck wagon on the West. May 27th, 2005, with Senate Concurrent Resolution number 8, the state of Texas named the chuck wagon of the official vehicle of Texas. So now we're going to go around and check this little cabin out. And you got a place here where you tie your horse up. And then there's the front door. Come around. This is old family. I'm not sure what this is back here. Maybe where they stored food, maybe. But it has two openings up there, a doorway, and there's look like seats or something back there. My guess is where they might have stored food. And it's look like it's about 6 by 6 or 8 by 8 and about 10 or 12 foot tall. Look at this old chimney that's on this cabin. And on the back side's got a door, 2 windows. I just visited another spot the other day I'm going to do a video of here in the near future. That it was a 16 by 16, one family lived in it, and this one here and both, the one from the other day and now, just had the same type of architecture, where the joints are the half dovetail joints, and the mud, which some of them had this mud and straw, and sometimes they put corn cobs in there to hold it together to make the walls and keep bugs and stuff out of it. And like the cedar shingles up top. Just cool way they had to build stuff back in the day before. And out here there's a big yard right here, and there's a goalpost out there at that tree line. And then there's what over here looks like maybe an old well. There's a water fountain here. The faucet may look like it might have been a well. And it's got a water spout right there, and it comes down. My guess is it was an old well. And then this over here tells about the family and the Bryson family home was built in 1878. They moved here with his wife. Doesn't say where they came from. And then here's the generations, and then some pictures of different families. There's a school and some other folks that lived in the town in the 30s, in the early 1900s. And then over here we got pictures of the Brysons and some other folks. So this must be the house that was next to this log cabin. There's another picture of the family. Train station. Early 1900s. I'm gonna walk back here. There's just an open yard back here. It has the keep it up. Got a historical marker on it, and then way back there, I don't know if you can see it. I don't want to walk back there too far. It's got looks like an old goalpost, maybe somebody's yard where they played football or something. And this sidewalk goes around, come back up here to the side, and there used to be a foundation for something, and the sidewalk back out here to the gate. And this is all right here in the middle of downtown. We're going to go down the road and find some more stuff. Join us. Hey folks, we're here at another fort. We come down the road from the last place we went, and this is a fort. We got all buildings. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings around down here. Right behind me, that's grapevines underneath the little covered area with a bunch of tables. I'm just going to go through there, and it's amazing because it's probably 90 degrees, low 90s right now, and you can walk underneath there and it's like 5 degrees, seems like 5 degrees cooler. And we're fixing to walk around to this fort, and there's a bunch of historical marker signs, buildings. There's a museum right here in front of me. We're going to go check this out, so follow me. Alright, we're coming over to this covered area. It's just got grapevines all over it in the top, and I've never seen one. I've grown grapes before and had some couple years old, but these must be older, and I never realized that grapevines got this big. I mean, there's just, you can't see, that's just a wire, like about 12 inches apart wire up there, and the vines are up so covered that you can't even hardly see the sky. Just a little bitty specks, you can see the sky. Just covered and draping down the sides. And I can't remember, I think the summer their grapes will start popping out here in the summer, I believe. It's been so long since last time I grew grapes. I think there's a little grape leaf there. And it just feels like, probably 3, 4, 5 degrees cooler up underneath here. I'll go around. There's a more covered area where there's not any grapevines on. Over here. This is a place called Fort Belknap. And there's a museum over here. I'll go get some more information. I just read very little about it. It's just nice to see this many grapes. I've never been to an actual vineyard where they have this tons more than this. But you come underneath here and you can feel a lot difference in the temperature. And there's all the original buildings still here. They've got a museum. We're fixing to go. I'll go in and check and see. I had no clue. This right here is as wide as I can stretch out my arms and wrap around. And I had no clue that grapevines got that big. I mean, they're just covered the top of this wire that's up on top of here. So next, give us a minute. We're going to walk around and go to this museum and find out some more information, see if we can see what all's in there, and go see these historical markers and everything else that is in here. So, be back in a few minutes. these old tools and stuff. Key to the jail, railroad spikes, old tools, axe blade, a chisel, a railroad spike, nails found at Fort Belknap. Brigadier General William Goldsmith Belknap. (1851). Bits, spurs, and shoes found on grounds of Fort Belknap. Cavalry in 1855. John Butterfield, founder of the Butterfield Mail and Stage Line. 1847 Colt. (1861) Confederacy. Lewis Pinky Brooks, Civil War veteran, rode a mule from Georgia to Texas in 1866, landed in Fort Belknap Christmas Eve of 1866. These are items found on the grounds here on the fort. Arrowheads and round rocks, may have been bullets, maybe. Fort Griffin, Fort Richardson. And these are military buttons that are found on the grounds. Infantry insignia. A little wood plane. Rocks. Mammoth tooth. Mammoth tusk. Mammoth tooth. There we go. Ladies' hair combs. A bustle, and an apron, and ladies' dress shoes. A bonnet, another pair of dress shoes. Saddles. rather different. Spanish rivalry. There's moccasins. This is a truck down outside the U.S. Gallery, where they a little tent they slept. No desk. Bunch of arrowheads. Rattlesnake rattlers. Old knife used by Joseph Nowakowski to do all of his hand-carved work, including his Catholic altar. Ranch bed. The E.S. Terrell, first white man to settle in Fort Worth, 1843, born 1812, married, had 9 children, eventually moved to Young County where he died on November 1st, 1905. He's buried in the True Cemetery. Medlin was one of the first to farm on the Upper Brazos. He supplied Fort Belknap certain goods. He was active in organizing Young County, county commissioner, and a county treasurer. He erected a stone church downriver from Fort Belknap. The ball and chain used in Young County, 1885. The T-nail and some building staples. Ladies' shoes. The wagon wheel shrinker. Bellow and a grindstone. made in the 1930s by ladies from Newcastle, including Ruth Olive Choate and Flora Larimore Choate. There's a wardrobe and a storage trunk. Here's the baby shoes. Walking canes. Yeah. The chair came all the way from Mississippi. Yeah, there's the belongings of people that was in this area, settlers, and fort stuff and military stuff. Some more arrowheads. Rocking chairs. Bought from Kentucky. This chair was handmade. An old Arlington sewing machine. Sewing machine bought in 1899. There's a picture of a Newcastle grape juice factory. Some old pictures back there. Another saddle. And some more school desks. Old school desks. I didn't lift up. No, I didn't lift up. Scales. Military manuals. There are old photos of family reunion. 32 caliber bullet. You know, families of the area. The old waffle iron. Coffee mill. Butter mold. Ice tongs. Deed to the sale of 200 aspects of land. And an old ballot box. Owner. Spurs. Bridle. Railroad lamp. Used on the Wichita Falls and Southern Railway, 1907. The ticket from the first excursion to Dallas from the new Fort Worth and Denver Railroad. A bee smoker. JV all-red governor. Well, this is the museum that's here, from remnants from the fort, and all the families that lived here, came here, settled here, and some of their belongings. Well, there's breast pins, reading glasses, a twist of tobacco, pipe tobacco package, pipes, children's blocks. There's medicine. Vials of different kinds of medicine. Wow. Medical doctor book belonging to Dr. H.F. Coop, who practiced in the town of Fort Belknap. Spoon molds. We're going to go out and see the rest of this fort. Be back shortly. Here, we just came outside the museum. Now we'll come out here. There's an old well from 1857. Belknap well. Looks to be about 8 foot diameter. Still all the original. We're gonna walk back over here, see how these buildings. This is the, I can't remember what it said, this building on the top here where the museum is at. It was the commissary. That's what it was. This is the commissary, 1852. Museum since 1836. $1836, 130 something years, 140 years, almost. There's a underground shelter out there. I'm gonna come back around and see. I'm gonna change batteries here pretty quick, so I'll have to go over here. There's another building. I want to see what this is. There was a corn house. East of the stables were located. Folder used to feed the horses, and the cavalry units was held in the structure. Looking closely, original edifice can be seen on the bottom half of the reconstructed building. There where they stored corn. Corn house 1853, a woman's building 19. Corn house 1853, woman's building 1954. And a door on all four sides, I think. They reconstructed some of it with the bottom part still original. Furnished by the Rotary Club of Olney. So now I go down where I have the grapevines. There's other buildings up front. I'll go see. And get to change the battery here in a few minutes. There's another historical marker and talks and some more about the Tonkawa Indians. By the time of the Civil War, 1861 to 65, the Texans knew the horrors of the Indian warfare. Hostile tribes made a business of stealing horses, cattle, women, and children. The paths they followed in the bright Comanche moons were marked by fires and ruin. The Tonkawa tribe, by contrast, sought friendship with Texans. They became valued allies in the Civil War, scouting against hostile Indians and watching for signs of federal invasion. Old Texas Indian fighters who once had fought Tonkawas along with others in wartime asked for Tonkawa scouts along the frontier defense line from Red River to the Rio Grande. Commanders valued them so much they fed them at personal expense when necessary. To obtain their help, a few Tonkawa scouts were more useful than 2 or 3 companies of regular soldiers. They could stalk enemies better than bloodhounds. They paid for their Confederate loyalty. On October 25, 1862, near present Anadarko, Oklahoma, hostile Indians attacked the Tonkawa camp, killing 137 men, women, and children out of 300. When later their chief, Castile, requested a tribal home in Texas, they were located at Fort Griffin, where they remained until 1884, and then were removed to Oklahoma. Let's go. I'll be back. I'll go change the battery. And we'll go back up here. We've got 2 last buildings. Back in a few minutes. Alright folks, we're back. I had to put get my other battery, so we're going down here. I'm back through these grapevines here. And this next building was an armory. I'll go around to it first. I saw the sign a while ago as I was driving by, trying to find a parking spot. But it's pretty cool here. The wind picked up a little bit, so it's a little bit cooler. Like these old rock structures. Yeah, over here to the back. That's some little small doors. That's the door there. And then one over there said it was they redid it and it was the original from the bottom up. And the rest was redone. But all these buildings are 150 years old or better. Old powder magazine. The best preserved of the original structures at Fort Belknap. The fort, named for its builder, Brigadier General W.G. Belknap, was one of the frontier posts placed by the federal government along the line from the Red River to the Rio Grande to guard settlers from Indians. Soon after Texas joined the Union, this was one of 9 stone and 7 picket houses on the site by 1853, restored by the state of Texas in 1936. So it's been restored. And it's just, I'm about 5'4", so that door is 6 foot, a little less maybe. There's a magazine, 1852, Chapel of Peace, 1954. So it was used as a church. No windows, which I guess you didn't need any for what it was originally built for. So now we're going to the next one. This is a walking tour because if my audio works and it's low, my microphones, something couldn't get them to work. So I'm out of audio, or if I do have audio, it's minimal. So I might just do some little text stuff if need be. So apologize for that in advance. This is a Camp Belknap Confederate Frontier Post Camp. A little memorial to Texans who served in the Confederacy. And this is a Fort Belknap Park Land and Water Conservation Fund project. Now I'll go up here to here's the entrance right there. We might get the little picture of that one when we head out for a thumbnail, maybe. On to the next. Oh, there's 3 or 4 more over here. I thought there were just 2. I forgot about the 2 behind. Down right there was a kitchen. I saw the sign a while ago. We're gonna see what this one was. There's a sign here. There's a bunch of all these and all these trees in memory of, and one I saw was planted by somebody, and it was a big tree, so it's probably 100 years old. And this building was barracks. A big old chimney. See if I can see anything in there. I can see clear. Yeah, I can see a bunch of chairs like it was church. No Coke machine in there. Can't really tell much. Yeah, it was infantry quarters, 1853, then an auditorium in 1936. So there's like type of chairs you see in an auditorium, like at a school. Another window. And this is another door to a orderly room, 1853, in a Fort Belknap archives in 1961. And here's more of the perimeter wall. And there's just a bunch of storage in there. See some tarps, look like. See a bunch of storage. There's some more storage. It's like a loom for somebody's weaving something. Some fence posts. This is back in here where we saw the auditorium chairs. And let's see if I can get a better view over here. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. You can see a lot better. See a lot of the chairs in there. And this one was the kitchen. I got people camping out here and barbecuing. It smells really good out here. Yeah, this was the kitchen. You can see there's a couple of pews, tables. I got the kitchen. That's what it says about the kitchen there. Storage. There's a sink over there. And go see this building behind here. And the door is open. That looks like somebody cooking infantry quarters, 1853, dining hall, 1936. We got a room with a light in there, isn't it? Sign that says women. Nah, it's a bathroom. The bathroom's got a fireplace in it. There's a window in a bathroom. That's weird. There's some old guns out there. I guess that's the men's. That's the men's bathroom. You can see right there. Men's bathroom. And there's one more to our left. And I'll head over there, and there's some old artillery over there. So we'll catch up there in a minute. Another tree planted by somebody. Now let's see, there's a sign for this one. Another building. I'll come out here. Fireplace there. There we go. The entrance door. Got windows rocked up. But there's part of the perimeter wall again, and there's pipe fence there. Go around the back here. Some old brick. There's one there. There's Palmer. Grasshoppers are on there jumping everywhere. And then same thing over here. There's just 1, 2, 3, 4 windows rocked up. I'll go over and see these. See these artillery. Two big old guns. So there's so that's northeast, east, northeast. So these, two of these over here, order the department 1899. Big old pedestal sitting on it. Two of them. Another one here. Yeah. Artillery guns. Alrighty, I'm gonna walk around back over here, because that's one in one building. I'm gonna go get a picture of the front. But this is a, I don't know, it seemed like to me it was kind of a small fort. Of course, it's not as big, and much stuff being up here in the northern part of the state versus on the coast. But I think that was the last building. It's in the museum first, and went over there. Saw the one where they stored corn, and it had some barracks here, a kitchen, and an auditorium. And then back over here toward the entrance to the armory, where they stored the ammo and the gunpowder. As you know, they had to have an abundant supply of that. So, well, that was pretty much the conclusion for this Fort Belknap. If you like this video and what you saw, we're going down the road, see if we can catch some more stuff. And before we get out here, we'll see you down the road. Click that like and share button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you on the next Explorer. Thank you for watching.